If you become Prime Minister after October 19th, you arrive at a time where the dollar's in the mid-70s in relation to the US dollar. Oil's somewhere in the mid-40s. We are officially in a recession. What's the first thing you do on the economy?
One of the first things we do that I've committed to.
The first thing.
Call together the premiers. Talk about climate change. Get to Paris at the end of November with a plan towards reducing our emissions in responsible ways.
When and how will the feds be able to step in to help on that front?
Certainly. I think we're all aware that a Prime Minister showing up in Fort McMurray when firefighters are busy trying to contain a massive raging wildfire is not a particularly helpful thing. The best thing I can do right now is make sure that our operations centre and indeed the lines of communication with the folks on the ground and the folks in Alberta are as robust, instant and effective as possible. But I am certain that in the coming weeks I will have an opportunity to go out to Fort McMurray.
I was going to ask you to explain quantum computing, but when do you expect Canada's ISIL mission to begin again, and are we not doing anything in the interim while we prepare?
Okay. Very simply, normal computers work by... No, don't interrupt me. When you walk out of here, you will know more. Well, no.
Wouldn't it be a good idea to raise the minimum wage?
That's always a possibility. It's not something that the federal government can do directly. We only have power over banks and telcos. A number of provinces are looking at raising the minimum wage across the board. There's always a question of whether or not that has the impact that everyone would like to have. Maybe everything just gets more expensive, or we have jobs leaving.
Your cabinet, you said, looks a lot like Canada, and I understand one of the priorities for you was to have a cabinet that was gender balanced. Why was that so important to you?
Because it's 2015. Canadians elected extraordinary members of Parliament from across the country, and I am glad to have been able to highlight a few of them in this cabinet here with me today.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
I was going to ask you to explain quantum computing, but when do you expect Canada's ISIL mission to begin again, and